Probando
Hey
el
guys.
micro.
Debes probando. Or audio.
Make 'em dance, water boy switching We gon' get 'em going if you make a false move.
Muy buenas familia, bienvenidos de nuevo al canal, a una nueva entrevista en la sección de Atletas Top. Welcome to our channel, thank you for receive us and for your kindness, bro.
Thanks a lot. It's definitely an honor.
It's a big honor to have you in our channel.
Thanks a lot really for making that possible and for inviting me.
So we're gonna make some question to Viktor Kamenov in order to learn something from him. So we're gonna start with the question. First question: how to make your warm up? When you train planche, you specifically make a type of warm up. Always you have.
Yeah. Well, the warm-up really depends on what the level of the athlete is. For example, for a complete, really high-level athlete, he needs to include specific warm-up that is connected with the hard exercises that he's gonna do during the training. So usually what I'm doing is like having a normal warm-up, just like everybody, just a totally normal warm-up, maybe jumping rope or just having some resistance band work, and then applying a specific warm-up which is for the skills that I'm gonna do for the workout.
Okay.
For example, if I'm gonna train today Maltese, I'll go for Maltese leans or just Maltese with a resistance band or things that I feel similar pressure as the real exercise. So slowly I'll prepare myself and I'm not gonna be cold when I'm doing the skill. I'll have no pain. So idea of this warm-up is really to feel the same pressure and slowly to reduce the pain if there is a pain. Because it's better to feel that pain in the warm-up than in the real exercise because that can be crucial.
Okay, bro. So for you, it's normal to have sometimes pain in your joints due to your high level in Maltese.
It's normal. I mean, we're all humans, so
¿Tú a qué apostarías? ¿Tú crees realmente que son extraterrestres?
Yes.
it's absolutely normal.
Our friend Alexis has started with the pain in the shoulder.
Pero está muy mal de verdad.
Doing archer pull-ups. I told him that he have to do it with the band at first,
Yes.
like you told.
Yes. Never rush.
Okay, bro. So how many years have you been training calisthenics, and how you see the future in this sport?
Already 9 years. I started 2012. I was doing also some really initial basic things before that, but 2012 I really started for real. So I can say 9 years, almost every day, to focus on the sport. And future, yeah, I see it here now. The sport changed so much; it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm thinking about that thing to continue. Let's hope so, because you see the situation right now with that COVID things, and I see like the last year. I can say that improved so much in terms of competitions, in terms of getting bigger, because in order to get bigger, we need to have more communication, we need to have more events, and when we don't have those events, it's hard. So if it's a normal situation like it used to be 2017, then the sport will grow. If not, it's possible to have some stagnation, but I personally am always positive, and I think that it's gonna continue like 2 more years, and then everything will be just like before, and the sport will also continue, and everything else continue with it.
So, in your opinion, you think it's very important the competition, the
Really
events, the meetings
Of course.
to make the calisthenic bigger,
Of
the
course.
sport?
You know, the most important engine for the athletes is the motivation, and they get that motivation when they teach each other.
Perfect, bro. How many days do you recommend train planche or Martin planche or full planche? 1 or 2 days a week?
Oh, 1 or 2 days is not enough. Not enough. It depends how fast you want to get the progress.
Filho da p***, agora sim, até.
But even for beginner, I'll say around 3 times a week. It's it's totally optimal.
3 times a
3
week.
times a week.
Yeah, if you want to get a good level.
If you want to get a good level and let's say fast level. Because
Yes.
if you train 1 time a week, no, it's not enough.
Another question about tension. You think that training combos on dynamic tension or dynamic combos, you can win second of statics, or you think you have to train specifically the whole to win more statics?
Of course, the second thing that you say. According to your goals, you make your schedule, you make your plan.
And do you think that there are harmful exercises or people that don't make correct the schedule?
Every exercise can be harmful. Well, I can say that every exercise can be harmful as much as you know. If you were not working on this flexibility here and you have that called banana handstand, you have this problem here on the waist, you have more pressure. So you see, if even from simple things you can get injured. Even right now, you see it's cold here already in Palma, and if I go into muscle, I can get injured if I don't do anything.
Next question. We want to know what's your favorite static and dynamic in calisthenics. We can guess that static is
Maybe, but I can say really. Like once you start doing one skill more and more, a lot of time, it starts getting a bit boring. I can say so. Maybe it used to be Maltese before. Right now, I love all the skills. I said also before. I love the sport in general. Looking good, really good quality combos, good connection between the moves. I appreciate really that thing. Not just a single skills. That's the beauty of the sport.
So if you make Maltese every week, you get tired of always the
Yeah. Like not only physically tired, but you get also mentally tired. That's why you need to switch to another move sometimes. Like, okay, you have some days focus on one skill, then you go for another skill and you switch. That's really important. So you're not gonna get mentally tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can get more advances, changing or switching the type of training, no?
Yeah. Well, most of the time I'm going with the schedule, but it depends what I'm doing. Usually right now, as you see, I'm traveling, so I can't really stick to my routines. So I'm going totally freestyle, what the situation is according to the situation. But yeah, I usually have a schedule in which I'm not doing
Macumba.
every day, day after day, the same skill, but I'm like trying to do different skills one after another. So I'll be also not getting tired one muscle group, but I'll also do, for example, pull, push, things like this, and yeah, it's like both for mental and
physically.
Yes.
Both.
Both, not to get mentally tired and not to get physically tired. That's the idea.
Okay.
Of all the thing.
I lost my mind. A common mistake that I see in our trainings in our city is that people don't activate right the scapula to do the front and start doing front like this, and I think it's a mistake of warm up and correct technique. No?
Well, I don't know if it's that much from the warm-up, but it's about not thinking enough before doing a skill, because you should start even from the easiest skills, from the, let's say, tuck front lever, to perform it properly.
Yeah.
Let's say if they start really initially with not the correct form, then later on all the progressions will be with the bad form. That's why I'm also telling to the people, okay, you're going for a tuck plunge, but think about being perfect. So you're gaining that specific strength for your shoulder being here, not here. If you start your shoulders being here at first, then you'll get stronger, but only in this position. Here, you'll be still weak. So slowly, with each variation, you should aim for having that perfect form, and be sure that you're holding enough before moving to the next variation, next progression.
Okay, bro. Do you have any inspiration of some athlete?
Well, right now I can say that I have a specific person that I'm really looking up to, and I'm aiming to get his achievements or whatever. Yeah, of course there are guys that I'm really admiring according to what they've achieved, but I don't have a single person idol or whatever you said. I used to have before, but right now I'm really concentrating really on what I'm doing and what I want to achieve. Yeah, not to be copying somebody else achieving something else.
You are
That's really
focused
important
more
for me.
on your.
Absolutely.
What do Viktor Kamenov when are not training calisthenics?
Ah, well, many things.
Another
Yeah,
sports?
It's hard to say like just in a few sentences. Well, currently I'm fifth years architecture in university.
Oh.
Yeah, so for now, like one of my main goals for this year is just graduate.
Oh.
Yeah, so after that, really seeing where I'm going. So yeah, it's a lot of investment again, a lot of years of study. So I can't really not put focus on it right now.
Yes, it requires a lot of time.
A lot of time really, and it takes me a lot of time from the trainings. Yeah, but it is how it is.
And last question, bro.
okay,
Do you think about compete, or you right now you prefer to do judge?
Well, there are a few reasons that let's say makes me not to compete. One is the time that we just covered. Like in order, if you want to go to a competition, you really need to put all your time, all your focus on preparing yourself for the competition and be on 100% there. Yeah. And the second reason is like, what is the price for doing it? Because you're really working so hard, putting so much effort, and yeah, you're getting the first place. But what that first place will get you, and what you're giving to the community and to the sport overall. Well, right now I feel that I'm investing more in the sport when I'm teaching the people, when I'm participating in such an events, and I'm judging like with what I know. And right now I feel that I'm doing more for the sport when compared to when I'm competing. That is it. And it's a personal fulfillment, like you said.
Yes, I understand. Bro, so last question is, we would like to receive an advice from you to our beginners. Or what do you recommend to them?
Well, the thing that I'll say for the beginners is really don't count on the motivation, because that's something that you have it right now, but you'll not always have it. It's really important to understand that it's about being disciplined at some point, and that's what will really make you continue. If you count only on motivation, it's not gonna work. And also being patient, because the progress is not coming that fast, for real. You know, if we look at the progress like a graph, sometimes for beginners it's like BAM! And then stagnation. And they get that dismotivation at this point here. That is it. So it's really important, once you get to that stagnation, keep in mind is that the progress is not always constant, it's not going always up.